Our next presenter began his career as a novelist with the horror novels The Wolfen and The Hunger, each of which were made into feature films. But there was one book that he wrote that would change his life and career and the lives of tens of thousands of sleeping experiencers forever. In the book, he asserts that he was abducted from his cabin in upstate New York on the evening of December 26, 1983, by non-human beings. For many abductees that had no waking memory of their experiences, seeing the cover of the book Communion would be the first trigger that would awaken them to remembering experiences that they'd had. You've all seen the cover of the book? All right. Both the hardcover and papercover editions of Communion reached the #1 position on the New York Times bestselling list for nonfiction category, with more than 2 million copies collectively sold. With Communion, an esoteric subject had reached the mainstream culture. He wrote 4 additional autobiographies detailing his experiences with the visitors. Transformations is a direct follow-up. Breakthrough, the next step, a reflection on the original events and accounts of the sporadic contact he'd subsequently experienced. The Secret School, in which he examines strange memories from his childhood. And lastly, Solving the Communion Enigma, What Is to Come. Other visitor-themed books that he has written include Majestic, The Communion Letters, Confirmation, The Grays, The Hybrids, and he wrote a screenplay for the 1989 film Communion starring Christopher Walken. Has everybody seen this film? If not, get on Netflix or wherever you need to go and watch it. Should I have done that? Because that's one of those, you're not that happy with it, but everybody needs to see it. It's a classic. Besides, it's got Christopher Walken in it, for goodness sake. All right, our next speaker has repeatedly expressed frustrations that his experiences have been taken as alien contact when he does not actually know what they were. He has reported anomalous childhood experiences and suggested that he may have suffered some sort of early interference by intelligence or military agencies. In the pre-dawn hours of June 6, 1998, he was allegedly visited in his Toronto hotel room by a mysterious but very ordinary-looking elderly Caucasian man who delivered an unsolicited lecture covering various subjects from spirituality to the environment. When he queried the man who airily suggested that he might be called Michael, but our speaker has taken to refer to him as the Master of the Key. And he published a book about the visit called The Key. He is currently host of the paranormal and fringe science-themed internet podcast Dreamland, available on a weekly basis from his website Unknown Country. In 2012, he began an alien-themed series called Alien Hunter, the first volume of which was published in August 2013. A series based on the book will be released by Sci-Fi Channel in April 2016 called Hunters. The second volume in the series, Alien Hunter Underworld, was published in August 2014. He recently collaborated with religious scholar Jeffrey Kripal on 2016's Supernatural, A New Vision of the Unexplained, which is a study of cultism, supernatural experiences, and parapsychology that explores why the supernatural is neither fantasy nor fiction, but a vital and authentic aspect of our life. Please join me in welcoming Whitley Strieber.
Thank you. Boo. Now, I don't know how to use these things, so I'm going to try to get back. Go back. Yeah, there you go. Well, regarding the movie Communion, Christopher Walken played somebody in it, but not me. I've had a very interesting few days. Last Thursday, I was rehearsing this speech with a relative who was listening, and with the idea that she would alert me if it was completely incomprehensible. And the implant turned on. which it doesn't do too often. And that was interesting because usually I'm very digressive and I use my speeches as a kind of springboard. But this time I'm going to stick to it because I have a feeling that somebody's interested in how you react to it, and they may have had quite a role in it. My wife, Anne, who passed away in August, certainly did have a role in it, and as we go through, I'll explain to you the parts of it that she has participated in, because she is still very much a part of my life, and we're going to get into why that would be the case. Last night, during Linda's presentation, it turned on one time. During the time that she was talking about the group that were supposedly head of this committee, or whatever it was that is in Nuremberg, I've forgotten what they were called. What? No, not the specific group. Then she showed pictures of them. Not Ebens, no. Let me see if I can get it. Oh dear. Now this is much more like one of my talks, and all right, let's get started. Anyway, Linda, hopefully, maybe she's even in here, or she's probably not. She's probably out talking. In any case, I just can't seem to recall what they were called. Emertha. That's when it turned on. And that's probably significant, because it probably is helpful to me in letting me know exactly what part of this I'm involved with. This is the most complex experience the human species has ever had. And it's complex for two reasons. One, because a lot of somebodies are here, and we're not really sure what they are, where they're from. But the other side of the coin is we're in the process of discovering something truly enormous. It's us. We are here. That's what makes this really complex. Today, we're going to be talking about the change of the age, what happens as we progress along the calendar of the zodiac from Pisces to Aquarius. This is a 26,000-year calendar with all of the different signs arrayed around it. And somebody has made a plan, and I'll tell you why we know that. The Old Testament was written during the age of Aries, the ram. The ram is mentioned 72 times in the Old Testament. It is, in other words, the animal most often mentioned. The next age is the age of Pisces, and who is Jesus? He's the fisher of men. The sign Pisces is the sign of the fish. Now, the little fish has been swimming happily in the waters of the world. We had everything we wanted from planet Earth. The womb, Earth's womb, we're in it. But the fish has grown. It's a big fish now. Look, we're just a tiny part of this huge fish. Earth's got a real big baby in her womb. The waters are going to break, and every woman in here knows what that means. They will be poured out, and that's why the symbol of Aquarius is the water carrier pouring the water out. And this is okay. I know it's okay because obviously it's been expected for a long time. Now, will we be okay? Well, we're going to be stirred up a good bit because I don't remember my birth, and you don't remember. I remember going into the womb, but I don't remember coming out. I did come out, I'm sure. In any case, we experience the end of our period in the womb as what we call global warming, with its derangements of climate, weather, cold spring. We beat our breasts about it, and while human actions do affect it, certainly, they're not the only cause.